Hello everybody, welcome back to my 1 minute cloud computing learning session. In this session I'll be talking about cloud computing architecture. We already know that architecture is all about identifying the elements of a system, their interaction and their behavior. In the context of cloud computing, there are distinct elements. For example, there are users, there are service providers, there are developers, there are application integrators and others. So based on them, actually we can identify the following elements or the layers of cloud computing. For example, we have data centers where everything would start, and there is an end user on the left extreme side where actually everything would end. But in between there are different layers depending on the user or the behavior which is expected. So to begin with, we have the bottom layer called hardware or infrastructure as a service, where actually this layer is provided in the data centers, and the service provider aim at people who would like to develop systems using this infrastructure as a service. And the next layer is the software layer, which actually gives you an environment for a developer, and that's called platform as a service. Above that we have a layer which actually gives you ready to run software for the end user. So depending on the target audience, the layer can be imagined. So this layer have a consequences on architecture. For example, a company which is aiming to develop software as a service would look at the top and the bottom, whereas the developer or an application integrator would be looking at platform as a service at that layer. So the cloud computing architecture depends on who is seeing at what layer, and accordingly the virtualization and other details will be worked out for him.